That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Using his feet. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the right side. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. They'll go right back to it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's going to pass. He fires to the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
State offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Still on his feet. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Fast motion from the offense. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now on the option. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Cade! And the stomping has commenced. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game. And it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going. And when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. The option look. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They'll run the screen. At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Seminoles are on the move. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the second.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Lewis to throw. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Canes have their offense in high gear. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. On the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to buy time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Avila. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona State. We are the eyes and ears of the the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
On second down, wants to throw it. This time he's got his man.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, getting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Wants to throw on second down. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Noles get enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He's going to pass on second down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in.